Tappan at CDH. Welcome to another 5-Minute Fridays, and we have a really exciting one for you here today. CDH was at the SharePoint Conference this past Monday through Wednesday in Las Vegas, and in this case, what happened in Vegas is not going to stay in Vegas. I'm going to tell you about the highlights of really cool stuff that we found out is coming down from Microsoft over the next very short period of time. Some of this stuff is already out. But there's too much, obviously, at a conference like this with, I don't know, there must have been a couple of hundred sessions and thousands of people. Too much to go over in one session. But I will tell you what I found exciting and what I attended, and hopefully you'll find it interesting too. So one of the big things that Microsoft talked a lot about was OneDrive and Document Library Enhancements that are pretty amazing. First of all, they're enhancing the security with dual-factor external sharing. So you can email something to someone outside the organization if you've got your OneDrive security set up that way. And when they click on the link, it's going to require them to get a code in their email that they have to enter in order to open it. So that prevents people from sharing links out, it gets to their email and then they send it to somebody else. Well, that person won't get the code. So you got the dual factor external sharing. It's pretty exciting. If you don't want to use that, there's another cool approach you can use, which is one-time password. A lot of online secure file sharing systems have this, and now it's part of OneDrive, or will be soon, where when you share a file, you make up a password, you enter it, you give it to the person who's receiving it, and only with that password can they open the document. External sharing in general, security aside, is going to be a lot easier. Where they're going to build in at mentions for people both inside and outside the organization, and you're going to have the ability to start external real-time collaboration on documents. Now, as far as the libraries and also lists themselves, they're making some tremendous enhancements to the user interface and the things you can do to customize it. First of all, this we saw demonstrated is really amazing, is real-time updates of document library and list views. So in other words, picture you're in a library and somebody makes a change to the metadata. Maybe they respond to a workflow and a piece of metadata on a document or a list item changes. You don't have to refresh the page. It's just going to instantly real-time update. That was pretty amazing to see. Another thing they're adding is, custom column formatting. A lot of people have used third-party or open source, insert some JavaScript web parts into the page and do custom formatting. Well, now that's going to be built into the list. So you can just choose a column, and right in the UI, you can say, I'm going to add some formatting, and you insert a little JSON, and you can color code, you can, highlight or do different things. I saw some incredible transformations where they took a list and basically turned it into a custom application. It didn't even look like a SharePoint list anymore. All the data had been sort of reorganized and represented in a totally different new way, all just by inserting some JSON into the column formatting. It's pretty incredible. Some other really cool things that are coming in lists and libraries is machine learning for images. So what they're going to do is things like automatic image description. So if you upload images to a document library, you're going to get descriptions of those images that will be created automatically by SharePoint Online. Also, OCR will be built in. So basically anything that has any text in it, even a picture of the side of a building with a poster on it or something, that text all gets inserted into a new column where that OCR text, becomes searchable and available for other purposes. There's a lot more OneDrive. Let me move on before I run out of time here today. Site hubs. We've all heard that site hubs are coming. You've been able to make them for, I don't know, about a month now with PowerShell, but I saw demonstrated that you're going to be able to do it right in the UI, super quick and easy. Make a site into a hub, hook up other sites up to the hub, and you get so many cool things with a hub that's just going to make managing and using SharePoint sites so much easier. You're going to get consistent sort of top-level navigation that goes, so you have your site-level navigation that you're used to. Above that, there's another bar with top-level navigation that's going to give you navigation to all the other sites that are connected to that hub. You also get consistent branding. So whatever branding you define in the hub is going to be automatically applied to any site you join to that hub. You also are going to get automatic news roll-up. So if you have a bunch of subsites where you're creating news, you're going to be able to roll that news up automatically to the hub. You're also going to get search across hub-link sites. So there's a lot of improvements in search, but when you're in the context of hub sites, it all rolls up and that becomes a context of search for you. And then the final thing that's really, really cool is if you want to have certain customizations. Let's say you have, you know, the marketing department and they have a bunch of subsites and they always want to have a certain footer on every subsite or a certain list that should be part of every one of those subsites. You can basically add what are called site designs and site scripts to the hub such that any site that gets joined is going to automatically become get all those customizations and everything will be standardized fully automatically. Wow, I'm out of time. I'm over 5 minutes already. There's a lot more I could talk about. Maybe we'll do another one of these next week. So hope you enjoyed it and talk to you again soon.